to move. Hopefully this person is getting a haircut and I can just pull up. All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I guess it's been a whole lot going on, child. You know, I get off work and goes to bed, baby. I goes to bed. Do you hear me? I just came from getting my nails done. Waiting on this barber shop. My appointment, I got 30 minutes before it's time for me to go in here. So I was like, shit, I'll go ahead and hit this live button real quick and give me a little bit of watch time hours. Good after, no, it's not afternoon, it's morning, ain't it? I've been up since 4:50 a.m. y'all, and it's 10:49. So this shit, it feel like afternoon to me. What's going on out here in these YouTube streets? What is going on, people? I heard somebody moving out. I heard somebody's moving out. It's another situation going on that I'm not going to address because I'm not gonna make it content. I put my kite out, and that's what I'm gonna leave it at. You know, I'm gonna leave it at that until I get, hey, good morning, Tip, and until I get a response. Because if you've been following me, whether it's been a long time follower since I started, or you've been here at least for the past 30 days, you know how I feel about certain things, and you know where my journey is in life. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to talk about that. I would like to talk to the person. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. If you catch it, you catch it, baby. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, people moving out. And Bernie was live. She did a quick live. I caught part of it because I was getting my nails done, because it was time, you know. Like I said, I'm waiting on my barber appointment. I'm going to a new guy this time. And I hope he do a good job, because I'm real sensitive about my hair. But I'm just gonna take it low. I'm just gonna take it low, and just do some brush waves for like the next few weeks. Whew. But yeah, so hold up, y'all. But good morning to y'all. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm off today, tomorrow, and tomorrow, and then I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm chilling. Got some really, really good news. Just know I got good news. I can't tell y'all about it because, you know, I got some people that they can't wait for me to slip up and say some shit so they can do their little researching and typing, and hey, do what you gotta do. But I ain't about to give you that ammo. It's not that important. But I got some great news. I'm excited. You know, I feel blessed. I feel honored. I feel like, you know, these past 2 months have been very challenging for me, leaving a job, you know, and different things like that. And even though I never was jobless, I was like, okay, I need to solidify some things. And those things are slowly coming into place. So I'm happy about that. What else is going on? My daughter just texted me some crazy stuff, but I'm gonna wait until she let me know what that is. Because I'm thinking what's happening is her little cousin, which is an infant, is just got admitted to ICU, and I'm thinking that baby might have like rhinovirus or something. But I'm waiting on her to update me on that, because the little baby about what, 5-6 months. She at work freaking out. I'm like, girl, listen, you can't worry about everything. Some things you gotta let the Most High take care of. I told her I said go take your quick little 15 and go in the bathroom and pray about it, and just support your family through this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you can do when you hear bad information. You can't do nothing about it. You can't control it. She like, well, should I leave work? No. Don't know. What you gonna do? You go up there and sit there and do what? I mean, you got bills to pay, honey. You know, I didn't even want her to leave when I was in the hospital. No, you got bills to pay. Chill out. I was about to say, you know, I see certain people be coming in because they think I'm about to be talking about some shit in the beef sector or dragging somebody. If that's what you here for, baby, you might as well go ahead and click off. Why do I have to recap? I don't need to do a recap on top of a recap that's already been recapped. That don't make sense. Like I said, I heard somebody was moving out. Mom do see, what y'all don't understand is, my dudes did get in that ass, you know, and now, you know, the announcements is coming slowly but surely. And I got to get these pictures. One of my residents at my psych job I work at in a psych hospital send my baby some pictures, and I keep forgetting to give them to her. You know, but that's just what it is. I mean, you know, the Most High got a way of sitting people down. The Most High got a way of letting people know that you need to humble yourself. But I really don't care, because I don't watch that shit. Like, I don't care. Like I said, why do I need to do a recap of a recap that's already been recapped? You know, I'm a blogger. You know, I talk about my life. I'm going to continue to talk about my life. I'm going to continue to talk about things. I do have a live set up later. I promise y'all I'm going to make sure it happens. And that live is going to happen today. I don't know which one is set up, because I be forgetting. But that live is going to happen today. I was supposed to do a quickie last night, but I was so tired from work and just irritated. I hate orientation, okay? And one of the people said something. Hey, beef, hey, baby. You stay right there. Because, you know, I like doing things like this, and I'm going to tell you why. Make sure your blue suit fits very well, young man. Make sure, let me know if I need to tailor it a little bit, okay? Let me know if I need to adjust the button, or, you know, do the inseam, or, you know what I'm saying, I need to make sure, because you look like you're a little tall. If, you know, maybe I need to get you a new pair of pants. But welcome. Thank you for dropping down. You know, I've been rocking with you from day one. I be in and out. I'll be quiet, but you know, I've been rocking with you from the time you dropped down, King. And I salute you. So yeah, I ain't about to be talking about that beef sucker shit. Y'all got enough people doing that shit. Good morning, Serious Ass. Good morning, Miss Kimberly Black. Yeah, I got enough people doing recaps. And it's hard for me to recap shit I ain't watching, because listen, I don't give a fuck. Okay. You know, I didn't watch the thing with Sean Bradley because I was working, and I goes to bed. I heard about it, but I mean, I just don't care. Like, for real, like, some things are entertaining. I caught Binary this morning. I be catching Binary because Binary go live, and Binary is one of the few people I can actually watch while getting my morning started. Binary is one of the few people that my fiance loves to listen to. And then it's always PG-13, you know. So I can watch Binary. And it was, you know, his shows be really, really good. Like, I still go to YouTube cameras, but there's certain people on that panel, I'm leaving. I ain't gonna lie. Once I block you, I don't want to hear you. That's just how I work. I don't want to hear your. If I block you, I don't want to hear you. I don't give a fuck where you at. So, I did catch Binaries before I got out in the streets. And so his show was good. He was talking about some things. I know it's a situation going on with Shaquem. I know he all right. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I know he all right. He doing, you know, he taking care of business in real life, and that's gonna be that, you know. I heard about the situation with Demetra. Happy life, stop changing your name. And yeah, I ain't discussing that. What else? What's going on? Binary tore Sassy ass up this morning, and he tore her up in a way that she can understand. I wonder what her response gonna be. Good morning, Bird. Like, he was so irritated with the thought of her. I was sitting there cracking the fuck up. You know, y'all make sure, for those who are intels like myself, just, you know, we know Pizarro had been going through some things in her personal life, and, you know, just drop a post, you know, drop something on one of her posts or something, you know, just letting her know you're thinking about her if you choose to. Because, you know, death of a family member, whether it's, you know, a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, we don't know the situation, but it's always a tough thing to deal with, especially when you sometimes you still got to deal with the people that's here and their processes, you know what I'm saying about that. Malik, what up, bro? Happy belated. Your wife was out here letting us know you was celebrating your birthday and having a good ass time while doing it. As y'all know, D'Angelo passed away. He was battling with pancreatic cancer, which is one of the most deadliest forms of cancer, along with ovarian cancer. Those are a few of them. This person might hit this truck that people don't always bounce back from. You know, I did share a video where somebody was talking about his son, their son, him and Angie Stone's son, who really just going through it. And to lose 2 parents in 1 year got to be crazy. Like, I lost, like, my biological father is still here, and in my recovery we have developed a relationship, but the man that raised me, I lost him, and that shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit me hard. And then 4 years later, I ended up losing my mom too. So I understand that pain of losing your parents. I understand what that's like, good, bad, or ugly. No matter what y'all went through, you wake up and know that that person is never there anymore. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real, it's gonna be harder for that young man because both of his parents are respected and well-known celebrities, right? I mean, well-known celebrities. So it is not even like he gonna be able to grieve in peace unless he just isolate himself. And then isolating himself is not gonna always be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just call your parents, kiss them, hug them. Grandparents, kiss them, hug them. Even if you can't do that, you know, if you and your parents' situation is estranged, at least, you know, just send them a letter, call them anyway. You know what I'm saying? You never know, that might be the last time you hear their voice or they get to hear yours. Thank you, Happy. And I just say that to, you know, bring light to the situation, because, you know, somebody was trying to say that he put a hit out. You can't, first of all, let's not make D'Angelo's death a conspiracy. Catching pancreatic cancer is not a conspiracy. You know, he had a rough lifestyle. We all know that he battled with drug addiction and alcoholism, which could have contributed to his disease process. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no conspiracy behind that, and I'm sure people gonna try, but please, let's not do that. You know, let's not do that. You know, they tried it with Angie's car accident situation. Like, y'all just, sometimes people just die, and whether they're a normal person or a celebrity, you know, people just die. Diane Keaton died. Now, that was my girl, y'all. I'm gonna tell you who gonna hurt my heart. Jamie Lee Curtis. I love me some Jamie Lee Curtis, baby. Miss Michael Myers, Miss Activia. Love me some Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm gonna be a little hurt behind that one. Yeah, that's my take on it. What else is going on? I've seen a couple of videos where they was talking about Diddy and how he's upset because, you know, people like Clive Davis, Justin Bieber, like, those people don't want to be bothered with him. But see, these was the people that told you in the beginning when Cassie said, pay me or I'm not gonna shut up. And they told you to pay that girl, and you ain't do that. So now, you know, hey, why would they be bothered with you? Ooh, damn, she got a fat ass. Jesus. Yeah, so I see that. Of course, I'll be watching my little T.S. Madison. I caught Treasure Lane's lives. You know, I love me some Treasure. Love me some Treasure. I tell you all the time, even if I'm over on his Spill It, boy, I don't be knowing half the shit. I just be sitting there watching because I like listening to him. Child, there must be some drama happening. My damn numbers done dwindled, but that's all right. I want my watch. Okay, Becky. Okay, Becky out here running, y'all. Becky with them yams. She was just running. So my barbershop is right next to this this black-owned gym. I used to go to this gym when I wanted to, you know, lose my weight and go from, you know, get down from 236 to 200. And man, this lady just ran up out of here, baby, with some yams. Becky, blonde hair, blue eyes, and some yams on her, child. Yep. Let me tell y'all about Muffin. That's what I call a little one, because no one wants me to say her name. She has like the most common name in America. But okay, if you know a name, you know it. If you don't, you don't. It's Muffin, Tootie, whatever. Muffin came in this morning. She like, Mommy, I need to talk to you. I said, baby girl, what you want to talk about? She said, Mom, you know, you told me that when I went to middle school it was gonna be rough, and I know, you know, everybody's different. I'm dealing with older kids, bigger people. She like, but mommy, these girls is messy. And she like, and they petty. And then she like, and me and this boy, we was getting cool or whatever, because she knows she's not allowed to have boyfriends, but she's allowed to have friends, you know what I'm saying? And so she was like, and I knew he was gonna ask me out to go to the dance or just be his, you know, partner at the dance or whatever. And then I told him, you know, that me and my best friends, because she got a guy best friend and a girl best friend, they're all best friends, like they're all friends together. And she's like, yeah. And I told him that yeah, I was gonna go with them because he waited too long or whatever. And he was like, you know, it's cool, you're not my type anyway, you know, you're too, it's something about he said freaky, but when she told me what it was, he was saying that she was too outgoing. She said, like, he was basically saying that she was too outgoing, too friendly, you know, because she is a social butterfly, unlike me. But she is very much so a social butterfly. And so she was like, you know, and I just felt some kind of way because I thought me and him was going to be friends. She was like, I know I can't have boyfriends, but, you know, I thought me and him was just going to be cool to hang out and this, that, and the other. And I was like, baby girl, listen, let me tell you something. I let her say what she needed to say. And I said, let me tell you something. I said, fuck these niggas. I said, don't you ever let no man make you feel less than. And it's okay to have your feelings hurt, you know what I'm saying, but don't let nobody make you feel, not no man. You are beautiful, you are educated, you are bright, you are sunny, you know what I'm saying, you are a ray of sunshine. Everywhere you go, people gravitate towards you. I said, and I'm glad you came and told me how you felt. I said, but baby, don't let nobody rain on your parade. And don't let that situation make you feel bad. So then she had proceeded to tell me in regards to like some girls was being messy, and then the girl that she had started to kind of be cool with, they came to the same school but they didn't go to previous schools together. You know, she's like, and he was all in her face, and she bought him some chips and little stuff like that. And I was like, and this is what you do. Damn, can y'all not hear me? Is my sound out or something? Or somebody somewhere arguing and being messy? She like, I said, you hold your head up high. Not only do I want you to hold your head up high, you know, when you see them, just look at them and keep it moving. If he try to be cool with you and come talk to you after he done said, you know, those mean things about you, just fall back. Okay, thank you, Tippin. You know what I'm saying? Just fall back. And like I told her, I said, you know, you're going to deal with situations where people are going to be mean. You know, sometimes dudes can be jealous of the fact that you are popular. Sometimes people can be jealous of that, even dudes. Like, and I told her, I've been through that, you know. And when you deal with people like that who will use something positive against you, you let them go. And I said, but fuck that nigga. The hell? Fuck him. And when you see him, you give him that nasty catty look, that up and down look, and walk away. I said, don't be his friend. Don't kick it with him. I said, and don't even worry about it, because when your outfit, your hair, all that you gonna have for your fall dance is gonna be up to par. You go hang with your two best friends and you have a good time. And so then Babe like, oh, she ain't going on no dates. She like, I'll be there. I'm like, she don't need no chaperone. My daughter don't have any type of intentions in regards to that. We've talked about that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not her intentions at all. She's still a kid. You know, I raised my kids to be kids. And but it was just interesting because she was pissed. My daughter was pissed this morning, and she couldn't wait to come talk to me about what happened. Like, yo, this dude just blew down on me and said I was freaky. And she kept saying it. I'm like, because you know, they lingo is different. And I'm like, what do you mean freaky? And I'm like, oh, you're saying sexual things? She's like, Ma, I don't say, you know, I'm not interested in things like that, you know. But she was like, he was saying that like I was being too weird or whatever. I said, there's nothing about you that's weird, beautiful. It's nothing about you that's weird. Then she like, and then this one girl, she telling me, she's like, and this one girl keeps saying my eyes are, my eyeballs, my eye color is fake. So like, she was born with gray eyes. And you know, a lot of people that's born with gray eyes, they may not go as far as like a green or a hazel, but they have like this weird tint of brown to them. My eyes are the same way, like especially if you see me in the sun, you know. And so she like, and the girl keeps saying that I'm wearing contacts. And she was like, Mommy, I don't wear contacts. I got 20/20 vision. I said, yes, thank the Most High you do got 20/20 vision. Because this mouth game about to tear me off the frame. Woo! Lord, y'all wonder why I've been working so much. But, and I just told her, I said, listen, what I want you to do is not feed into the negativity. You know, I said, I want you to just ignore it. And I know that's easier said than done. I said, but you know I fight people. So I need you to be a big girl so I don't have to come up there and crack nobody's mama upside their head because they bullying you. Because my daughters, neither one of my daughters have been the fighting type. Now, if you fuck with them, they will fuck you up. Now, that's especially that little one. Okay? But I told her, I said, baby, it's a different ball game. I said, you know, just, there go this broad that parked like this in front of this, like this. Good, this hoe pulling off. I said, just ignore them, babe. Hey, and Bernie, hey, beautiful. You know, just ignore them. I said, you know, people are going to be jealous. I said, you know, in middle school and in high school, it's a lot of things in where you're in competition with people, or they'll be in competition with you. You know, people see us, we're present. I used to. Girl, yeah, I used to. You should. Girl, you missed them lines when I was talking about getting kicked out of the club. You gotta go, girl. I'll be having some story times for that ass, okay? Yes, I used to fight like a motherfucker. I am Oprah. I had to fight my brothers. I had to fight my uncles. All my life, I had to fight. That's why I live a soft life now. You know, that was my story when she said, oh, I had to fight my shit. Me and my brothers used to stay into it. And they much older than me. But I will swing on them in a minute. Shit, the last time I fought my oldest brother, I was pregnant with Jessica. I didn't know I was pregnant at the time, though. Don't y'all take that in. I didn't know I was pregnant. I was in the beginning. Come on, bitch, pull off. Yes, I do have road rage. She parked her all the way back. Then she take it forever to pull off. But she musty too. She just left the gym. She looked like she musty. She had on that musty type of gym attire. Like she wear the same gym stuff over and over again. But no, what I was about to say is, so yeah, yeah, girl, yeah, fight, please, yes. I can call my brothers right now, and they'll tell you my nickname. So I have two nicknames: She-Hulk, the female version of the Incredible Hulk, and motherfucking Evelyn. I ain't playing no games when I was younger. That's why I'm so calm now. A lot of things people don't understand is I got it out of my system at a young age. But yeah, my daughter, child. But no, I was telling her, I said, baby, you know, don't let nobody, you know, get you off your square. You have a lot going on for you. You in an orchestra, you know, you about to join the she about to join the student body stuff. I mean, I didn't do that stuff because in middle school I was fucking up, you know. But I'm like, you got too much going on. And not only that, my daughter, everybody thinks their children are beautiful, and all children are beautiful. But my kids, my seeds, they are beautiful. Okay, if you seen them, you seen them. But and I know that, you know what I'm saying. My youngest daughter is the kind of person. We go places and people just, oh, she's so pretty, here's $1. You know, when she was a baby, oh my God, we would go places and people would just give me stuff for her, you know. Oh my God, she's so pretty, can I buy her some candy? Oh my God. Oh, and then my family and friends, I got Muffin, so that's her nickname, thanks to the subscribers. Somebody coined it and I'm just running with it. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, look at her hair. Look at her little outfit. Oh, I bought the baby some clothes. I had to tell people to stop buying my children, both of them, clothes because they had so much and they were little. You know what I'm saying? So they wouldn't even grow into the clothes and the seasons would pass. But yeah. So I had that talk with her, you know, just building her up and letting her know that you are wonderful, you are beautiful, you are educated, you have talents, you have something that a lot of people don't get from their parents. And even though certain things you look at, like me with my raggedy car, you see other students, I'm like, some kids don't have the opportunity to come sit down with their mothers or fathers at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning and talk about the things me and you talk about. Some kids, when their parents pick them up from school or their after school program or work or different things, their parents is so disassociated from them. Is, come on, get in the car, we gotta go home, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, when we get in the car, that's why I like, y'all notice I get on, I'll be like, okay, if I'm on early and I'm listening to people, I'll be like, all right, I'll be back, y'all, I'm about to drop the kids off, because I'm listening to music, I'm encouraging them to have a great day, I'm talking to them, I'm prepping them for their day. And then after their day, I'm interested in how it went, you know. And I told her that. I said, baby, listen, you know, I love you. And my love for you is just not based on what I can give you. My love for you is based on what I can teach you and show you. Because my goal as a mother is to teach my daughters how to be upstanding and decent women when it's time for them to get out here. And even on my oldest, she's 20, anybody with grown kids or nieces and nephews, you know what they do, you know what they give. But she got her foundation. She keeps herself together. She keeps her apartment together. She keeps a job. She graduated high school. You know, she's still trying to figure out exactly where she want to go with her career. And I'm going to let her do that. Because like I told her, I'd rather you just work until you figure out what you want to do than to keep going to school and accumulating all these bills. Financial burden. Don't be like me, okay? Work and chill until you know exactly what you want to do, right? So I know these things, you know what I'm saying? My children are light, they're courteous. Like at my old job, I could go to my old job right now and walk in the door, and my old co-workers, management, whoever, your daughter is so sweet, you know, we miss you here, but your daughter, she is this, she is that, she's this, she's that. Because that's what I taught them. I taught them how to be women, little women. And it was so funny because today my daughter was listening to, what was she listening to getting ready for school? Tyler, the Creator, right? And so babe, look at me, I look at her. We start laughing. I'm like, I could tell her to cut that off, but I ain't, because I taught her how to differentiate the real from the false. My daughter, you know, and I know my child is, she just likes music, you know. Yeah, it's fucked up, but shit, I listen to Master P and Ghetto Boys and Jay-Z and some of y'all might be hip to what's the dude name from Cali? Damn, Brother Lynch. I was listening to Brother Lynch in the 6th grade. Brother Lynch. Look him up if you don't know who I'm talking about. BROTHALYNCH. That's what I was listening to. She listening to Tyler, the Creator. Okay. I'm like, babe, she like, no, you leave Muffin alone. She just enjoying the music. But we also talk about those things. So like, she loves Nicki Minaj. And I've had conversations with her about Nicki Minaj. And she said, Mommy, I'm not about to do all that stuff. You know, I don't want to look like that. I just like her music. I have an understanding. So, anyway, I got to go in here and get my hair cut, y'all. Before somebody walk in here and take my spot. I just wanted to run my mouth and blab a little bit. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all to my mods. Beefsteak the Cartoons, welcome. Enjoy your new blue suit. I will see y'all guys this evening. Whatever title is on that live, I promise y'all we're gonna discuss it. Even if it's not organized, we're gonna discuss it. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Love yourself, honor yourself, hug yourself, kiss yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and accept who you are, where you are, in the space and place that you are in. And pray about it if you can't get over it. Bye. God damn it, God.